Don't ever go with the flow. Be the flow.
Yeah.
And I don't need no middleman to talk to my.
Hey.
I understand if you don't understand. That's where we differ.
Yeah. Yes, welcome to the We Differ Podcast. I am your host, Shells456, alongside my beautiful, lovely, and amazing co-host, E. We are in the building today. How are you feeling, E?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good, chilling, maintaining, same shit. Say the same shit every week. Nothing changed, though. Just maintaining, staying focused, staying out the way, staying positive, staying driven. You know, sucker ducking, avoiding all the bullshit.
How are you?
Yeah, for sure. This episode of We Differ Podcast is sponsored by the We Differ Shop. We have hoodies, t-shirts, different flavors, different colors, different logos, and all that type of stuff. If you want to tap in and purchase anything from our shop, you can visit the link in the description or the link in my bio. All right. I kind of wanted to start this one off talking about like, you know, when you growing up as kids, and we talked about this before, like, it was always like those not even handful, I say 2 or 3 people that's you grew up around that was just like amazing at everything, or just super strong, or just super talented. You know what I'm saying? Like this they just had that shit. You put them on basketball court, they fucking cook shit. Football court, they cook shit. Boxing, they cook shit. You know what I'm saying? That type of person. And well, to start off, the reason I'm speaking about this because it's my man C's birthday, my man Chid's birthday. And he was one of those people that was just like, the nigga could do any fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't want to guard the nigga on football, basketball. You didn't want to fight the nigga because he was left-handed. That shit got tricky. Like, he was just like all around, like, you know what I mean? And even personality-wise, I don't think I ever met a better person. Like, he was just like, just amazing. I've been thinking about the nigga all day. It's his birthday. He passed away, and I think Chid's passed away in 07, 06, 07. Yeah, he passed away in 07. So, like, just today, I've been receiving phone calls from, like, close friends even that's just telling me, like, yo, I had a dream about him. And, you know, just this stuff like that. And it's like, I don't know why it's so heavy today for me. It's like, I don't know. I just feel like the world lost an amazing person. But back to what we talking about. Like I said, he was one of those people. Did you know anybody like that growing up? Like a person that was just like, yo, fuck out of here, dog. You just good at shit.
Well, yeah. My brother was like that.
Your brother was
just
super
good at
nice.
everything, and you know he's a really good person too. I don't know. Do you think?
Is he left-handed?
No.
Oh, all right.
No. Yeah, but I used to be mad jealous of that nigga growing up. Like, I remember going to like award ceremonies and like he used to have mad trophies and we always sucked. So I used to have these little ass trophy and it's this one picture with me, him, my cousin, and they smiling and shit. I'm mad as hell. I'm like this. Holding that. I'm holding his fucking no. My aunt was trying to tell me to hold his trophy. I'm like, I'm not holding his trophies.
Yeah.
Like, no, sit that shit on the floor. He had mad trophies. But yeah, even like the talent shows we used to be prepping for this shit, like choreographing, like, and really practicing. He go up there, just do it like he danced on Mario, like some icebox or touch. One of them shits. He went up there with his friend. They literally just went up there and he won. I was mad as hell, like. But it was always like that. He was just good at everything.
Yeah. I think that shit is just like a crazy ass like gift. And even I just had homies like off the top of my head just super strong, man, like and fast, and it's like had all that shit. And I always was like, I wouldn't say jealous, but like it made me like real like I was always good at shit, but I had to teach myself that shit and learn that shit, and I had to practice. Like, I feel like them niggas just out the gate was just like juiced up. So shout out to everybody that knows somebody like that. I think everybody in the hood knows people that's just like, yo, when that nigga was young, he could do everything, or he was just strong and fast, or just like this superhuman type shit.
It's
so
the added factor too that you mentioned that like your friend was like a really, really good person.
Yeah, and, he was just a solid, like real, all around the board, this solid person. Like no no nothing in him. Like not no jealousy, no hate, no envy. He was always smiling, always happy for you. You know what I'm saying? You know, just yeah. That I just want to celebrate him. Just want to speak on him and people like him. You know.
Yeah, and that kind of resonated with me, like about my brother, because he and I could say that because that's my brother. But like even when you met him, he was like, "Yo, he got energy."
Yeah, for sure. Your brother got that like that good ass energy, yo. For sure.
Yeah.
100%. All right, so let's open this up. Well, bad news. I'm pretty sure everybody heard by now, but rapper DMX was I don't want to. They saying that he had a drug overdose, but it's not really like confirmed what's going on. He could have just had a heart attack, but it's looking like it's a drug overdose. And the last report I heard, they said he was off life support. But this morning, I seen people saying that he was on life support and he's in like a vegetable state. So I just want to say prayers to DMX, like prayers to him and his family, like all that shit. And he was such an impactful person. Hopefully he'll continue to be, well, for sure he will continue to be, but hopefully he'll get better and be able to produce more and, you know, all that stuff. What was your, like, can you remember your introduction to Darkman X DMX? Like,
well, what's on that track list?
What track list?
On his first album.
Get At Me Dog was his first single.
I know How's It Going Down is on the album, right?
How's It Going Down was his second single. Yeah.
Okay, so Get At Me Dog.
Get At Me Dog was his first song.
Okay, so I know probably. I mean, I'm from up north or whatever, so
I know he was big as fuck up there.
Yeah, but wait, so he came out in 97 or 98?
DMX came out in 90. Probably the end of 1997.
Okay, this is what I remember. As a kid, I remember thinking that him, my dad, and my uncle were twins, like triplets. Like me and my cousin. Like I always remember DMX, and like I was mad young. So yeah, I remember DMX from like I always recall there being a DMX.
Yeah.
The most memorable song is probably like How's It Going Down now.
I'm trying to look for this freestyle. Like, I just want to play like a quick second. Like, it's my formal introduction to DMX, and I think it's the reason that he made Get At Me Dog. But it was like a fucking freestyle. It was on like maybe a Clue tape, but he was freestyling over the Get At Me Dog beat. I think I found it. DMX is live. All right, and this shit might sound a little shitty. I just want to play a quick snippet of this shit though. Just the energy and everything. It changed everything because like before this, it was the Puffy era and everything was pretty shiny. Everybody was dancing. It was like getting jiggy type shit. And this nigga came and I believe Jay and them was like, man, nope, y'all not gonna sell records with a nigga barking on records. Like that shit.
That nigga
stupid.
dead was barking.
Like, and you know, it sounds nuts, but like when you really Hey,
you acting like Flex.
All right, that shit hit, and that's like a Get At Me Dog freestyle. DJ Clue, if anybody want to tap in, that's on YouTube and shit. But that when I heard that shit, and I'm a kid, I'm like, if that's 97, I'm 13, 14. I was going into high school, and that shit came out, and I was like, blew my fucking mind. And then from there, it's just like he was just hot as fuck. You know what I'm saying? And you know, a staple in hip hop. You know, he's a father. He's a lot more than just a rapper. And
we had watched a interview on him not so long ago, actually, like probably like a month ago. You remember?
Oh yeah, Drink Champs.
Nah,
it
we also watched Drink Champs.
All right,
but it was I don't know. It was about his upbringing. It was like an interview on him.
Okay,
you don't remember?
I don't remember.
I really.
I watched a lot of shit on X. I don't really
but it was we had watched Drink Champs, and then we had watched an interview on him, like his upbringing and everything. But yeah,
Yeah, that shit crazy. But this just to tap into that, you know, with that being said, with DMX and the unfortunate, if it is a drug overdose, I just want to tap in. I know we speak on this often, but I don't think this is something that we never not want to talk about, and that's drug abuse and addiction and depression, shit like that, because it's so prevalent in our neighborhood. So I just think it's just super important to always tap in and touch on that, and speak on the you know, anybody with drug abuse issues or anything of that nature, you know, should try to I don't want to say to try to seek help, because, you know, when you in it. But if you can muster up the energy just to stay clear headed and know that shit get better and shit, you know, it always get greater later. You know, just try to keep that in mind.
I think more importantly is the supporting cast for like
Facts.
people like
Family members and shit like that.
addicts and people who suffer from depression, mental illnesses, because when you're dealing with drugs and you're dealing with a mental issue, there's chemical imbalances, so you're not dealing with a sane person. You're not dealing, I'm not even sane, but you're not dealing with a well person. So to even ask someone to that's like you asking a baby to tie their shoe. Like you shouldn't be asking them like they're ill. So a lot of times I know families, like, they get fed up. I mean, I myself, you get fed up with that shit. It's like, all right, again, and then you look at other people, it's like, well, this person kicked that shit. They kicked it. What's wrong with you? And you think like, oh, well, you must not care or whatever. But I know, like, to have an addictive trait, and I have an addictive trait. Like, that's why I don't do anything, because I know I have an addictive trait. To have an addictive trait, like, that shit is crazy. Like, you don't know, like, I've never done drugs. Like, I don't know what type of hold that will have on somebody. You know, and like a person like me and you who don't do drugs, like, to just say, oh, you get help or whatever, or do this and do that. It's not easy to say it.
That shit is like, it's, I had, I don't ever think I was addicted to anything. And that's a blessing. But I was in a matrix. When I was young, 23, like, I had a strong, like, I don't want to say I needed pills, like Xanax. You know what I'm saying? I had a nice little bout with Xanax where it's just like, they made me feel like Superman and shit. You know what I'm saying? And then I come on these microphones and sometimes I talk about the younger kids and how, I mean, they struggle with these things. You know, I don't want to be like
contradicting.
Contradiction, because I understand the struggle. You know what I'm saying? And I understand, like, this not understanding, like, being young and doing drugs that you just don't understand. Like, I was popping pills, obnoxious amounts of pills, and going to sleep and not knowing that I might not wake up. You know what I'm saying? And then motherfuckers around me start not waking up. I'm like, oh shit.
I wouldn't look at it as contradicting yourself. I would look at it like, oh no, I went through this and now I'm trying to
but I don't think I never came on here and said that I actually, you know what I'm saying? So I just want to be totally clear. Like, I understand people's struggles with certain things. And that was just a short period. I'll say from 23 to maybe 25, where I was heavy into that particular pill. I don't know anything about. I tried a Percocet one time, and that was I really tried it for an injury and shit, and that shit made my body itch. I'm like, oh no, I can't take this shit. I was fucked like my ankle. I fucked up my ankle with some shit in the gym, but that was later on. So I say 25. I was able to, and the reason I say I wasn't addicted, because I was just able to stop the shit. Some traumatic shit happened though, so I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's like something really traumatic happened in my life.
Well, all right.
And that was the last day I took the pill.
All right. So, all right, just because you can stop something like this doesn't mean, and I'm not saying, because only because, like, All right, so look, I used
But
to.
are you sure though?
So I'm about to ask you.
Mhm.
So I used to suck my thumb, right?
Mhm.
And this is not what I'm asking. This is just an example. I used to suck my thumb, and I sucked my thumb since I was a baby,
Mhm.
all the way up until I was 12 years old. I got braces.
Mhm.
The day I got braces was the last day I sucked my thumb. Was I not?
I think that might be like mixing up a habit for addiction.
Well, of course I'm.
That's just
all
a
right.
bad habit.
Okay. Well, another thing I was gonna say. All right. So, when you were engaging in that type of
Mhm.
activity, did you feel like you needed it? Like, would you, if you didn't have it, what would happen?
I think the reason why I did it because it made me social. I'm not a social person really. You know what I'm saying? Like if you know me, you fuck with me. And if I'm around you, you know me, I fuck with you. You know I'm open. But if I'm around people I don't really know, I'm just the nigga chilling, quiet, listening. And when I started taking these pills, I just remember going out with like my big homies, and look, they never condoned that shit. You know, I'm going to college parties and shit like that with them, and next morning I'm getting phone calls. Yo, Shells, everybody loved you at the party. This person, what you gonna say? Hit them up, and I don't know nobody that they talking about. Like I don't know nothing about nothing, and it is like I became this person. But on the flip side, it was just like one time I was on the other side of like I was at a party with niggas that I shouldn't have been at a party with, talking crazy about these niggas, and my man, like, you know what I'm saying, and that's the flip side. It make you feel like Superman, like fuck these niggas. I'm from such and such and such, and these niggas surround me on the dance floor, and I don't even know. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like it's that X factor, and you know, it never ends good. I know that much.
So did you feel like I don't think you answered the question? Did
What?
you feel like you needed it?
I mean,
Even if you weren't going out
at
to
that
party,
point in my life, I needed it.
even if you weren't going out to party,
Yeah, because it
did
was
you
just something
take
that I
it?
did.
Okay.
I used to have a girl that I used to press her for him because her aunt used to work in the hospital. I mean, and she used to get him for me. Like, yeah, I had it bad. I don't think nobody really like. I mean, niggas, a lot of niggas knew, but it was just like, yeah, I think it was pretty bad.
Okay.
Yeah, and the last time I ever popped a pill in my life was after my homie passed away. Like my homie killed himself, and that was the last. Like he killed himself that morning. I woke up, got the phone call, woke up. I popped the fucking pill because I just didn't know what else to do, and I never thought about taking another fucking pill. I don't even like Tylenol now. You know what I'm saying? Like I never thought about doing it again after that. So I don't know if a traumatic experience can like cancel out addiction, or if I was ever addicted, I probably wasn't addicted.
Well,
I'm gonna lean towards me not being addicted.
okay. Well, you mentioned like traumatic experiences, but you know, like even with schizophrenic, like or like mental illnesses,
Mm-hmm.
something has to like offset it, like so a triggering moment or whatever. So I don't know. Like I wonder if it's kind of like the same thing
Well, what?
with addiction.
Why I
So,
started?
like stop. So
Oh,
like a traumatic experience occurred, so like I stopped, or like a traumatic experience occurred with schizophrenia patients or bipolar, and like it triggered it. So I wonder if it's like a similarity there.
yeah. I don't know.
Not asking, I'm just saying.
I've seen that before though. Like one of my best friends. I'm not mentioning names, but the last time he smoked was with somebody that got killed, and like you know, and he haven't spoke since then. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's something that you want to hold on to, like, oh, this is the last thing I did with that person or anything like that. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah. All right. So yeah, we don't have the hotline, but it's a hotline. Google that shit. You feel me? All right. Let's. What else do we have on a topic list?
I mean, you wanted to talk about fucking Kim Kardashian.
Did I?
Yes, you did.
About what? What happened with Kim Kardashian?
Her car.
Oh. No, what else? I don't want to talk about that shit no more. I had a good spin on that shit though. It was a really good spin.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I forgot what that was about. What else?
the black communities and the holidays.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, let's speak on black communities and holidays and how us black people treat these holidays since our new black revolution. Do you think it's a change? Since I'll say since Black Lives Matter, do you see a change in black people with American holidays?
I think it's been. Wait, so you said within the last what?
I'll say the last 5-6 years.
Longer than that.
You think longer?
So I don't know if it's because of anything with like Black Lives Matter or anything. I think it's more so all right, so it's two things. Our grandparents aren't here anymore. And those were the people, those were the staples in our families. They held it together. They held the traditions. Now we got younger parents, and these parents now are the ones who went through the crack epidemic or whatever. And they aren't holding on to those traditions. This is my theory. They didn't hold on to the traditions. There's no more grandparents our age and stuff. I mean, I never had really grandparents since I was a little kid. But yeah, there's no traditions, and the people, our parents and stuff, like they wasn't worried about that. This is our parents were the age that was going through the crack epidemic. So like they still trying to build themselves up and everything. Well, not still, but like it's just not, they not worried about these traditions. And yeah, so since I was mad young, like the last time I remember doing Easter was like 8 or something like that.
Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. All right. It's a time difference. Yeah. All right. So 8. What year was that?
Well, I was born in 93.
All right. So that's 99? Is that 99? What year? Yeah,
all right. So 2001.
Right? 2001.
Yeah.
All right. All right. This is my theory. My theory is that because I've only seen a decrease lately from what I see. You know
I didn't get the other one. I said 2 things too. Right, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Finish your part.
Okay. So the other one, I don't want to say is Black Lives Matter. I would love to go the route of just black people like awakening. Like not Black Lives Matter or they don't do this for, like not that route, but more specifically just black people being more in tune with who we are. So you got black people, more black people are celebrating like Kwanzaa versus like Christmas now, and more people are in tune with their black side. Yeah. So I think it's that less Christians and less people going to church.
Yeah, I preface that with Black Lives Matter because like that just gave me a timeline, because it's like, I guess when they publicly started killing black boys on camera,
so Trayvon,
we saw a shift. Yeah, like we kind of saw a shift.
2009.
Yeah. Was that when it happened?
I think Trayvon was 2008 or 2009. I'm gonna look it up.
All right, so yeah, I'll say 2009. It probably started getting crazy around 2015. Around 2015, it started getting crazy.
Trayvon was
that was 2009.
2012.
Yeah.
I thought he died when I was in high school.
No, yeah, it was later than that, because cell phones was popping. The shit was rolling. Yeah, shit was popping. Okay, so my theory is, after we started seeing these black kings get killed on camera and stuff like that, and we started to raise awareness, and we started to like this unveil shit. You know what I'm saying? Christopher Columbus didn't discover America. You know what I'm saying? Like, all these, and I don't want to disrespect nobody's religion, so I'm not speaking on any specific what you call it. I am speaking specifically on Thanksgiving. I think we look at Thanksgiving more now. Okay, wait, better question. Do you ever feel like black people celebrated Thanksgiving the way white people did?
What do you mean?
Like in a sense of like just the whole story behind it. Like, we're thankful because, you know, I guess we did.
Yes.
I guess we did.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think it depended on,
Because
like,
they wasn't running around with pictures of Christopher Columbus on the wall. It
Yeah.
was just,
I want to mention this. I remember literally this was 2018. It was probably like March or something. But I don't know. I was looking at the calendar and I text you and I'm like, yo, you know this Christopher Columbus shit? Like, this is new that they're not even celebrating it. Like, this is new. It still was on the calendar and everything, like in 2018. So, like, they're so late. It's only 3 years. Well, not even 3 years. Yeah, 3 years ago. So, like, I just wanted to mention that. But, did we celebrate it as much as white people? I mean, the same as white people. I think certain families did, for sure. Even if we didn't say we're here because we're thankful and whatever. I think the whole point of Thanksgiving was probably the same as white people.
Yeah. And that's just, I think in recent history, meaning the last 5, 6, 7 years, I think we as black people started deprogramming ourselves. Like, we started like that whitewash. We started
pagan holidays.
Yeah, we started like, all right, cool, we gonna link up, but it ain't because like what y'all doing. This is family time. I look at holidays more like family time now. I don't look at it like, oh, Thanksgiving, oh, we be thankful for this, we thankful for this. To be thankful every single day, but what that holiday stand for is like crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? And it was a Nas song, and that's how I know I wasn't on that shit back then, because he was like, yeah, y'all call it Thanksgiving, I call your holiday Hell Day, and I'm like, wait, what the fuck Nas talking about? You know what I mean? Like, Thanksgiving is Thanksgiving. I mean, but like, this me being young and dumb, I was young and shit when the CD came out, but just not understanding the holiday. And I just think black people now are just like shifting into our own kind of.
But like more, I was, because
more
like,
so, yeah.
All right, so the first time I celebrated Juneteenth was maybe 4 years ago. 4 years ago was the first time I celebrated Juneteenth. Prior to, all right, so 4 years ago was what, 2017. The first time I heard of Juneteenth, which is a fucking shame, was probably the year before. Now, I said the first time I celebrated was 4 years ago. The amount of people that just is celebrating it this past year was crazy to me. I'm like, damn, I'm late, and it's so many more people who are even later than me.
Yeah.
Like, it was crazy.
Yeah.
But and then we have a Doomsday as well. But fucking the 4th of July, celebrating that shit like that. In retrospect, I be like, we really was celebrating
like
this
shit like that. Like, I can remember in the last, like, I would never do this shit now, but I remember coming home from work, going to get some Vans that were fucking American flag Vans.
Oh my God.
American flag bandana.
Yes.
And this is like 2014 maybe. I mean, I would never do that shit now. It's 4th of July. Y'all can suck my dick. I'm not fucking with y'all. I'm not fucking with that. Like, I might go have a beer with my homies just to celebrate life with the homies, but I'm not going out and like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, we might celebrate on them days. Like, we might have a barbecue that day, but it ain't like it used to be.
I have a polo hat that I've had for a very long time, probably like 10 years. And I love this hat. I still wear this hat. But every time I put it on, it's a fucking American flag on it. I'll be like, the red hat.
Yeah.
I'll be like, yo, like, what the fuck? But I remember, like, yo, even a couple years ago, I got mad stripes, red, blue, and white stripes in the closet. Yeah. And, like, I'll be like, that's my thing, blue and white, red and white stripes or whatever. Yeah. But like, even when I put it on, like, I like how it looks, but I be thinking like I look crazy. Yeah, like, because what am I actually to somebody else? It probably represents something else. But I honestly look like a sailor. Like, I'm not even representing the fucking American flag. I just like how this shit blue and white go on my skin.
Yeah,
or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy, and I even hate when people gonna probably take offense to this. But I don't even like to get text messages talking about happy such and such. I don't celebrate nothing. I don't.
You don't celebrate nothing at all?
I don't celebrate nothing. Like, you know, like, first of all, my family, like, no, but I mean, this year we did Christmas. But prior to us doing Christmas this past year, I haven't celebrated Christmas since I was probably like 13.
Yeah. I celebrated Christmas, and that's another thing, because it's like bittersweet. It's like when you so attached to something, and we Americanized. Like I grew up with Christmas. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of friends that's Muslim, so they never really celebrated. So I understand the other side too. Like, man, come through my mom's crib, come get a plate. Nigga, it's Christmas. I ain't coming through there to get no fucking plate. What the fuck you talking about, Shell? I'm Muslim. I mean, like, I understand it. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I get it. But, like, I think so many of us is just, like, engulfed in that American way. You know what I'm saying?
And is it
like
wrong?
I said, this is no
shot.
No knock to no Christians, because I understand that it is a Christian holiday. I do understand what it represents. You know what I'm saying? But to me, it wasn't that. To me, it was like, I'm getting toys from Santa Claus when I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? I never looked at the fucking religion part of it.
You know
ever.
what? I was about to say some crazy shit, and literally, I was on the phone with your mom Sunday, and she said, "Don't talk about politics, and you don't talk about religion."
Yeah, you don't.
And what I was about to say, it wasn't offensive to me, but it probably could be taken.
It's gonna make my job harder because I had to edit that shit out.
So
I know you're gonna say some.
All right, I'm gonna
shit.
say it.
No, say it. Don't say it.
No. I'm gonna say it. All right. I get confused because it's like this religion, Christianity, right?
I mean, I don't.
You don't even know what I'm about to say.
You already said this religion, Christianity. You sound crazy.
The religion, Christianity.
Go ahead.
I am a bit skeptical about it. Because
you're not Christian.
I'm not a Christian. I'm not religious. Because the religion that was given to us, this is a religion that was given to us by our oppressors.
Oh God. Go ahead.
No, and I'm gonna leave it there or whatever. But
so what you trying to say is that the Christian religion was given to us by white people. So why do we go so hard? Why do us black folk?
No, not even none of that. You add a source to what
I'm
saying.
All right. Now I'm just trying to get a clear understanding of what you're saying.
Listen, just listen. I'm saying that's how I view Christianity. This is a religion that was white people was religious. What?
I hear them in my mic.
Oh, white people was Christian, and then now black people, we like a lot of the traditions, a lot of their ways, along with the religion, we took on their ways. So it kind of like I question, are we, and I'm saying most black people, are we following a religion that suppresses us?
Right,
and it's not for you to answer.
That was well stated.
Yes, and it's not for you to answer. That's just something that I ponder because it's like, all right, like, and again, like I don't do any of it. Yeah. But I question.
Yeah. This. I just think like this is not an answer to it, but I just want to make this statement. I think us as humans, we can feel that there's a higher power, and I'll just leave it there. You know what I'm saying? Because it's so many. You can say the universe. You can say a lie. You can say God. It's a million things that you can say. And I don't know if anybody's wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Then let me respond to that. Now, I do not knock.
I don't want to go too deep.
No,
into
I'm
this.
not.
All right.
I do not knock people who are Christian, who are Muslim, who are whatever. Honestly, I don't care. But so I'm not knocking it. I just question like certain views because I know a lot of Christian people that I know. They're real like, all right, never mind.
Yeah, you in people personalities and all that stuff. People believe it's a higher power, and people got different paths to that higher power. And I
don't think it's anything wrong. I do believe in a higher power, of course. And however somebody gets there, like kudos to you or whatever. I just question that route. Not saying it's wrong or right. I just question it.
Okay. All right.
Any route, any religious route, honestly.
Yeah.
We're just talking about paganism. That's it.
What the hell is a paganism?
Paganism comes from Christian ways. That's why we celebrate these holidays.
All right. Yeah.
Pagan holidays.
All right. We got anything else on the docket? That was good. You tiptoed around that well. Like I thought you was gonna wild out and say some nut shit.
I got Christian family, Christian friends. Like, nah, I respect it.
Yeah.
I respect it. I be asking them. And then like my one friend, she's a Christian. She used to go to church. All this, got married in the church. All this. And she be even telling me, she be like, nah, like I feel you or whatever. She says the same thing. Like, no, like God is like everybody believes in a higher power, and like that's just my path or whatever.
It's just like, man, that shit is like for anybody. Like I just feel like it's just storytelling. Everything is storytelling. Everything leads to the same thing. That's how I feel. Me personally, I just feel like everything's a story. You pick what you want to believe, and when I say story, I don't mean it's not true. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Whatever you believe is what you believe.
And one thing I'm not gonna do is ever like discredit another somebody else's past, somebody's religion or whatever. What
about a Satanist?
Everybody believes that Jesus. Everybody believes that Jesus lived, was a man, and like nobody discredits
that. Jesus lives.
Yeah,
what's that?
Was alive. Was an actual man. Like every all the religions. So I believe that, even though I'm not Christian.
You don't think Jesus lived?
I said I believe it. You don't?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, that's so. Yeah. Anyway, Satanism.
Now I feel like I gotta go deeper because I want to I'm not a Christian.
Go.
But I'm not gonna go deeper. I'm not
go, bro.
No, because I don't want to. No, because I know a lot of people that's Christian, and that shit is like you said, like politics and.
Yes. Okay.
I'd rather talk about politics and talk about fucking religion. Like people was raised on their religion. Yeah. That shit like Jesus is not real. What nigga like? Black people, you can't tell black people that shit.
All right, so
and I don't believe that Jesus is not real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I believe in a higher power, bro.
Live.
Huh?
You believe Jesus lived, right?
Yeah, I believe in Jesus was what is the people that I be studying the most? Like
a philosopher?
No, Awaken. He was one of the first enlightened people. One of the first enlightened beings, you know what I'm saying? And being enlightened is like, you know, I can see how motherfuckers walking around a motherfucker that's enlightened, like, oh, who the fuck is this nigga? I mean, like this nigga
talking about
shit fuck with
what
him.
What is he talking about?
Yeah, I mean,
crazy.
Put nails in the nigga hand, the nigga don't move, like he didn't, you know, whatever. We off that shit.
All right, Satanism now.
You fuck with that?
Do I what? Wait, did you say Satanism?
Satanism. Yeah.
Did you say another?
You said you respect all religions and all that. So you believe in like people that worship the devil.
Well, I don't know. Like, what are they worshiping?
The devil.
All right, but is the devil?
You believe in the devil? Ooh,
if you believe in good, if you believe in
all right,
good,
let's get off this, yo.
If you believe in good, you have to believe in bad. But
that's not true.
If you believe in good, you got to be bad.
Free will.
If you believe in good, you believe are there good people in the world?
Yes.
Are there bad people in the world?
Yes.
Okay.
So you saying that if you fall down a hole large enough, you're gonna fall into hell? You
literally just made that up, bro. Like you now you're talking about a place.
I'm just joking, yo. I'm just joking, yo. We wilding on this podcast. Yeah, religion is off limits, just like politics. I think we about to wrap.
First of all, I don't understand why politics is off limits, honestly.
Because
I really don't. Religion, I get it, but even still, like if I feel away, why is anybody else offended?
Because it's an agenda. Like politics is an agenda. Like if you walk up to a motherfucker and they say that they fucking Republican, you probably like, yeah, you're fucking racist. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just it holds that thing.
All right, what about Democrat?
You know, it's just.
What about a lobbyist?
It's all sides. But it's still what you believe in. People hold tight to their beliefs. You know what I'm saying? Like people hold real tight to their beliefs. So you can't you know, I mean, you can have your opinion, but you could be wrong. I think that's the bigger thing. I think when people speak so like firm about shit, like God ain't real, you should be Democrat, you're an asshole. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't push that on nobody.
Yeah, but if people, all right, I agree with that. If people speak openly about stuff, and if they like, all right, so look, say if I come to church, right?
All right,
And
but before you say that, we're speaking about something that you can never get to the bottom of.
All right, so say if I come to church, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm seeing the priest, the pastor, whoever,
Mm-hmm.
and I have questions, and I want to know, can you answer this? He's gonna sit there and answer my questions. So me, I'm not saying I'm a non-believer. I'm not a Christian, but I believe in God, period, right?
Mm-hmm.
So me saying, all right, I don't know if this is true. I don't know if this is true. And me asking questions about a religion, why would anyone be offended if I could go to their pastor and that pastor would answer my questions? It's weird.
Because a lot of times people don't fully understand themselves. So if you saying this ain't real, you threatening them.
No.
That's like saying,
no.
oh, you.
I didn't.
I
gave you a scenario.
I know, and what I'm saying is
The scenario did not include me discrediting a religion. Not saying, oh, this isn't real. It included me asking questions about it.
And that's what I'm saying. People feel discredited or their thing is not real if you question it. It's not even about saying, oh, this is not. It's like,
so
I don't know.
know.
I don't know if I believe in God.
So just know.
So you think if you stand up in front of church and just stand up and say something to the priest and say, yo, I don't know if I believe in God, you're not going to hear half the people in that church gasp. Yeah, the church is going to stop it. Then the preacher is going to say, this is a teachable moment. This is a teachable moment.
Exactly. And that's why the pastor is the leader.
The pastor know how to talk.
And that's why he the leader, though.
Yeah,
So those other people, once he starts teaching and starts talking to that person who said that, made that statement, and asking them questions, the people gonna start shaking their heads, right?
Yeah.
All right.
But that's like a dope song that you hear. Like, you might hear a fucking thug song like, I'm gonna shoot a nigga in the head, you nodding. That don't mean that you gonna go out and do that shit or you believe in that shit. It just sounds good. And I'm not saying that about churches. I'm not saying that the pastor is just there to sound good. What I'm trying to say is about we about to wrap this motherfucker
all the way up. Okay.
Yeah, because we about to get too we got a little too deep into this shit.
They gonna come in here and kill us.
Talk about these folks' religion. All right, we are the We Differ Podcast. This was episode number 23.
Yo, I said a funny moment,
Drugs,
right?
sex, and religion.
So look, I was on. So to the people, Shells is like, what episode we on? So I'll go, because I don't fucking know. So I'll go on YouTube, look at the last video, say episode 22. So I say, wait, why we only got 22 episodes? I just said 23. Like, I was just mad. I had a stupid ass moment, mad retarded.
Yeah. All right, so we out of here. We are out of here. We catch y'all next week. Let me get busy. Edit this motherfucker down, and we'll holler at y'all next week. Thanks for tapping in.
Peace.